see that many Amish people live on this road. In fact, right in front of us, there is a horse and buggy going up the hill. And I'm going to point out where the Amish people live. There's some cows and horses on the left, and some Amish buggies at that farm to the far left. And then, and then if you don't mind, I'm just going to ask that while the bus is moving, if you could please stay seated.
Okay.
Stay in your seat. And the reason why is that these country roads can be very bumpy.
Oh, okay.
Unexpectedly, I had a man changing seats one day. I was driving the bus and he was in the middle of the aisle and we hit a bump and he just went flying. He fell on the floor. So yeah, so you'll see the roads can get pretty bumpy in different spots.
Thank you.
Sure, thank you. Now if you look to the right, you'll see your typical Amish farm. This is where one Amish family lives. There's a big white building. It's made of stone and also white wood. And that is a barn where the animals are kept downstairs. It's actually a 2-level barn. It's built right into a hill. Upstairs is where the farm machinery is kept, and also the hay and other items. And then downstairs is where the animals are. Pardon? And so this is your typical Amish farm. To the left of the barn is where the family lives. And you'll see they have a lot of farmland. Here to the left are some ponies. That pony likes buses for some reason. Yeah, many Amish children own a pony. They learn how to hitch their pony up to a wooden wagon called a pony cart. And they drive the pony carts out here on these country roads. And that's an Amish home, that yellow house there. That's also a farm. If you look behind the home, you'll see they have many acres of farmland where they're growing their crops. So this is how the Amish people live. They live in a farmhouse on about 70 or 80 acres of land, and they'll have a big barn. And some Amish families grow produce. So this here on the right, this Amish family grows fruits and vegetables to take to the produce auction. That food, that produce that they grow, will go into the local grocery stores in this area. But they will sell it to the grocery buyers there at the produce auction. Over on the other side of the road, you'll see an Amish family. They are dairy farmers. They have a big red barn where they keep their cows, and they milk their cows 2 times a day. Few of the cows are out in the meadow here. And look to the right. This is another Amish home. This gray and white barn was just built recently because last year there was a big thunderstorm, a very severe storm. It knocked the barn down. So they had to rebuild that. And look at how large the vegetable garden is. Every Amish family has a very large vegetable garden. Also, every Amish family has horses to pull their buggy or carriage. We call the carriages buggies. And these are all Amish homes that you're seeing. Here's an Amish lady out rototilling her garden. This is an Amish lady here. She's getting the soil all ready to plant. Right now she has some sweet corn planted, that's what that is, and also some asparagus, that's a vegetable that usually is ripe in the springtime. And the Amish man that lives here, there's a little boy mowing the lawn there. The Amish children learn how to do work. From the time they're 2 or 3 years old, they have work to do around the home and around the farm. And that's every day. They have work every day except for Sunday. Sunday is a day that the Amish rest and they go to church. They do not work on Sundays. Over here on the left, you're going to see an Amish business. It is a material store called Shady Lane Fabrics. And it's the large gray building. They have 2 solar panels on the rooftop. Weather's not warm. They'll wear black shoes. See these beautiful horses? These are horses that have come here to this Amish home. This man is a blacksmith. See him in there putting the shoes on the horses. He's an Amish blacksmith. Now, every Amish family has to bring their horses to the blacksmith about every 9 weeks to have their hooves trimmed.
The hard workers.
Yeah, the Amish are very hard workers, yes. Yes, the Amish believe that they should enjoy their work, so they train their children up, teaching their children they teach their children that they should enjoy working because they believe it's an important part of their life, is working. Another large garden here at the Amish home. And these are some ponies. There was a little baby colt. I don't see it there. Oh, there it is, by the far fence. There's a baby with its mother, but it's up against the fence. It's kind of hard to see it. And they've got some free-range chickens there, running around. Patient. Sometimes the Amish farmers do that. The Amish man, oh, there's an Amish man with the horses, yeah. Well, but sometimes the Amish man, he might need to go get a tool back at the barn, or he might need to go do something, and he will just leave those horses just standing there by themselves. And the horses are very well trained. However, you know, I have to be really careful with the bus and not go too close to the horses. If the horses were working here in the field, I'm not allowed to stop, and I'm not allowed to go up, you know, too close to the horses because the horses can spook.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, they can jump around. Yeah, I was in my kitchen one day when I lived on an Amish farm, and then 3 days later is Easter. That's when they celebrate the day that Jesus came back to life and resurrected. And then Ascension Day is 40 days after Easter when they celebrate that Jesus went up to heaven. And so those are some of their main celebrations. This is an Amish family's farm. Here they have a miniature horse farm. They had 2 baby miniature horses born this week. So you're welcome to go in their stables and look at the horses and go in the back of the yard there. They also have a little gift shop with furniture and gifts. And then they also...
Mga sulakan kung to siya ta.
Oh, mouse! Oh, I don't
Ada gitu, honey, watermelon honey. Nah, video.
We just passed a train museum back there. That was the toy train museum. And here on the left, this is a hotel. All of those train cars are hotel rooms. It's called the Red Caboose Motel. And they also have a restaurant attached to the train cars. Here up front, that red train car is a restaurant. So that's called the Red Caboose Motel. The girl playing with her wagon, and they've got the team of mules hitched up there.
Mommy, sit, sit. Sit.
Thank you, Shona.
There's some hay wagons out in the field on the right. It looks like it might start raining, so that might be why some of the Amish men are not coming out to the field right now. Here's an Amish man. Look to the left. You'll see a little white telephone booth over there.
जियोनी चक्कर जाएगा नहीं और कहाँ Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very well.
Oh, and no more photos.
Right.
The cherries. Okay. Yeah, these are smaller. She does get bigger when
organic acid.